Hi there, it's Yukiko, and I'm just doing a quick live right now to about today's new moon in Taurus. Um, the new moon in Taurus. Well, in Taurus, the moon is incredibly happy. It's exalted, and in Taurus itself is a very stable sign. It's a very physical, stable sign, very connected with abundance, material security, prosperity, beauty. Um, and so it's a very opportune time to call in the places in your life that you would like to bring in more stability and abundance and beauty. The new moon is also a great time to really go quiet. In the cycle of the moon, the phases of the moon, the new moon is the time of ending and beginning. So it's the time of the great cauldron of the goddess, the cauldron of regeneration, where things are released and die, and the new things are born. So regeneration. And you know, in our current world, so much is still under this drive of getting results, of having set goals, meeting them. And there is so little of the deep feminine wisdom of opening receptivity, of being still and listening, that place of receiving, that place where it's a circle, it's circular, you're being held, as opposed to this linear action that we have been educated and brought up to think is the way to organize and order our lives. And so following the moon cycle enables us to come back into a place that is a lot closer to the natural rhythms of life that we see around us. Um, and I also drew a couple of cards earlier on today, and I asked the question, and it's from the Earth Power Oracle cards. Oops, how do I show this? Yes, Earth Power Oracle cards. Very powerful, wonderful cards. And I first asked about what would be good to release. And I got this card. I wonder if you can see. It's called the Tarkeen. Tarkeen. And it says, growth is good, but I acknowledge it can sometimes be painful. I accept my own wild soul. I can be alone and connected. So I felt like the thing that we are invited to release is this place of moving towards that target of growth, as if growth is linear. And if there are painful things, challenges, to just drive ourselves through them and to release that kind of expectation, that kind of use of our life energy. And at this time of the new moon, to surrender to receiving, I accept my own wild soul, to come into that wild place, to come into that place where there are no paths, where things are just as they are. I can be alone and connected, so that there are, in a way, even opposing thoughts or energies that can be equally held in a circle. In a line, that's very difficult. It's either or. But in a circle, in the embrace of the divine feminine, of the goddess, of the great mother, many things can coexist at the same time. So to come into that kind of stillness and trust, the trust in the wild place. And then I asked for another card. What are the gifts of this new moon? And I got, the Temple of Isis at Aswan. I was there maybe 20 years ago. Amazing place, magical, powerful. And I remember seeing the priestesses of Isis and really felt that it was like a past life memory coming back. I could hear them. And in this card, it says, I am open to be mothered. I can mother. I can heal my relationships and my life. My body is a miracle and can be healed of imbalance. The gift of the Temple of Isis, or Isis, the great mother, who was an amazing healer. And she held that cauldron of regeneration, in healing Osiris, bringing him back from the dead. So this is the magical cauldron of regeneration that we speak of, the cyclical nature of life, the mysteries, the great mysteries, and opening to the great mother. And within that, the healing of oneself and one's life, the growth, becomes this potent place of surrendering and opening and trusting. My body is a miracle. My body is a miracle. It's not something that you whip into shape and, take this way and that, or just seeing it as simply a vehicle in this life. But your body is a miracle that carries within it its own healing and its own wisdom that can take us into a vast cosmic arena of existence, communication, connection, life, aliveness, love, into that unconditional love of the Great Mother. So I hope these cards or the messages that came through might be of help to you at this very powerful, beautiful full moon. And Jupiter is going to be transiting into Pisces from Aquarius in a few days. Jupiter is very happy in Pisces. It's its own house, and Jupiter is a very expansive, also the energy of abundance, of wisdom, of support. And Jupiter will be there in Pisces for a couple of months. And so using this moment of the new moon in Taurus and the support that's coming with Jupiter moving into its own house in Pisces, the dreamer and the mystic, to bring those qualities about, to let those qualities rise within your own cauldron, and to rest at this new moon and see what arises for you in your own healing journey. So thank you, and I hope to see you soon. Blessed be.